Hi, I'm James Otremba, Technical Trainer for Acoem USA. I've been in equipment reliability and maintenance for the past 16 years, and today I'm going to teach you the 4 steps of pre-alignment. Following the steps of roughing in, correcting obvious soft foot, following a bolt tightening sequence, and performing a final soft foot check, lay the groundwork for a successful precision shaft alignment, and should be performed every time regardless of what tool you're using. In order to complete these steps, we're going to need some tools. These include shims of various sizes, feeler gauge, wrenches for tightening and loosening the hold down bolts, and a straight edge. Now let's get her done. The first step of pre-alignment is the rough in or rough alignment. By getting the machine close to its final position, our soft foot corrections will be far more effective. Roughing in also reduces coupling strain that can have an effect on our laser shaft alignment readings. Typically, we would use a straight edge for this step, but because it won't fit, we're going to use a shim. Lay the shim across the top of the coupling, and using either feeler gauges or shims, determine the thickness or width of the gap. See, this one drags just slightly. So what we're going to do is put a 20 mil shim under each foot. With that done, we move to the horizontal offset. Hold your straight edge to the coupling and move the motor by hand or with adjustment bolts until it is close horizontally. Obvious soft foot is when all 4 feet are not sitting in a common plane. If you don't correct for soft foot, the movable machine will come to rest in a different position each time you loosen or tighten the hold down bolts. Ensuring the weight distribution is equal on all 4 feet is as simple as nudging each shim while the hold down bolts are loose. This is tight, this is tight, this is tight, and this one's very loose. Add shims of appropriate thickness to make the correction. Now a quick check to make sure that we've fixed the obvious soft foot. Good, 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 and good. Next, we're going to tighten the bolts down. Our goal here is repeatability. So when we tighten the bolts down, it's recommended to use a cross-torquing pattern and to tighten the bolts in at least 3 passes. Hand tight, snug with a wrench, and then tighten to final torque. Begin with any bolt as bolt number 1. Then diagonally to bolt 2, long way to bolt 3, and back diagonal to bolt number 4. On machines with small motors or flexible bases, you may need to use more than 3 passes in order to control unattended movement. Now that all the bolts are tight and knowing that soft foot is the problem that it is, we're going to perform a final soft foot check. For this step, we'll loosen 1 bolt at a time and try inserting a 2 mil shim in several locations around the base of the foot. If nothing will go under, you know that the weight is evenly distributed on all 4 feet. On larger motors, you may want to use a dial indicator for this step. Now that we have the machine rough aligned, we've corrected our obvious soft foot, we're following a bolt tightening sequence, and we've performed a final soft foot check, we shouldn't have any unintended movement during the more precise steps of our laser shaft alignment process. There are some additional pre-alignment steps that are recommended before performing a precision shaft alignment. This includes cleaning the machine feet and base, consolidating shim packs, checking for runout on the coupling and shaft, checking pipe strain, bearing clearances, and hub separation on spacer couplings. Follow us online for more videos on shaft alignment and so much more. I'm James Otremba. Thank you.